What's going on? My name is thePhantom, Kansas City, Missouri. Your boy been putting it down since '99, and that's how we roll. THEPHANTOM, and don't forget the asterisks. Back in the days when my brothers were having me go out to look out for my parents, I used to be big into basketball too, but I wasn't always the best at it. We had a court in my backyard. Everybody from the neighborhood would come and play basketball in my house. So I was in my room one day and I had this little basketball goal above my my door, and I said, if I make this shot, I'm gonna be a rapper. If I miss this shot, I'm gonna be a basketball player. So I shot and I made the shot. So at that point, it was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. At first I didn't really take it seriously. I was like, whatever. But it found out to be true with time. So I just kept working on them. Let's see, I was still in my old house. So I would say I was about 10. I started writing lyrics when I was like probably about 8. Me and my friend who didn't even, I was writing him lyrics. He didn't even know he rapped because I wanted to be a part of a group, but I didn't, have anybody to rap with. So I was pretty young and started writing lyrics, but they weren't really structured and they probably sucked. So, like if you follow, if you notice with demolition, you can't build on top of a mess. You have to destroy it, demolish it, to rebuild something fresh, something new, something progressive. That's basically the premise behind Destroy and Rebuild. It could be anything from a relationship, hip hop game, to your personal life. I think you can learn a lot from clearing the way and making room for something new. If you notice, like my dad's also in botany. He made me plant all around the house and study how seeds work and stuff like that. And if you notice, like in the forest, forest fires occur naturally to make way for other growth, and that's so I felt like Destroy and Rebuild was a perfect segue into where I'm going now, because I feel like wiping the slate almost clean is where we need to go to move forward. I'm in a group, and this is first and only exclusive with guerrilla journalism. Um, I'm in a group with the Soul Providers founder, DJ Kids One. The group is called Khrome Angels, and it's gonna be on some real Nars Barkley meets Metallica meets Tribe Called Quest meets, real eclectic blend, but soul driven as always. And it's also with my man Mixaflix, who's gonna be going by Beelzebub, and he's on some real dark stuff right now. So it'll be an interesting blend. It's an extreme age difference. I think Kids One is like 37 or something now. I'm 22, so it's gonna be interesting. And I'll keep it at that. I won't give away too much. Production wise, I started doing that around 8th grade. I was I say about 13, because I started rapping. I started writing lyrics, but I didn't realize that I needed beats, and I didn't know anybody who made beats. So I did know one person, but his style was a little different from what I was going for. So he told me, he was like, I use FL Studio to do back then it was called Fruity Loops, to do my beats. And so I was, I'm always been computer savvy. So I went and downloaded and Fruity Loops, which I'm sure everybody does. I don't know anybody who buys it. And so I just started making beats from there. And that's basically where it started off. And a lot of people like what I did. And I was always musically inclined. Like even in school, I'd be on tables just banging, driving my teachers nuts. So had the percussion down, and my mom made me do piano lessons when I was I guess about 7. I didn't really want to do it at first. In fact, I used to hate doing it. But now I wish I would have stuck with it. So it's basically my story about about making beats, and I'm really at odds with myself because I don't know if I had to flip a coin, I don't know which one I would choose: producing or making beat or rapping. So yeah, I still work with Fruity Loops. I haven't been able to leave it. I got Reason. I got uh, Ableton Live. I've even messed with the MPC a few times and other drum machines. In fact, my uncle gave me this old Korg. I forget the name of it. I think it was the first beat machine that ever came out. It didn't work. Well, I did get it to work a few times, but it was fun pushing those buttons or whatever. But right now I'm just on the computer, and probably will always be on the computer. And a lot of people don't know, but I don't use any keyboards, anything. I just use my mouse to make all my beats. So some people call me the mouse producer. let's let's un- let's unite, man. I mean, that's what I'm really about, is Kansas City uniting. Um, you know, on Hip Hop KC, I posted a blog called "Growing Our Scene," hiphopkc.com, excuse me. And basically, there's a few things we need to do on the local scene to unite and to grow the scene. We need 18 and up shows, or all ages shows. We need a lot more of those, because one thing that's missing a lot of times, and actually is discouraging for younger people, is that they are being excluded. Now, I know it takes a lot of work, because a lot of bars don't like 18 and up and all ages crowds, and a lot of bars are actually, well, unfortunately and fortunately, the venues for a lot of hip hop shows. So, but we need to push toward that, because we need the younger generation. They're the voice we need. And another thing we need are fans. A lot of people are actually either emceeing or DJing or producing, and so we can't just keep recycling this, the same bunch of artists. We need fresh new faces who are actually hip hop, the other side of hip hop. Hip hop isn't just artists. Hip hop is a community, and artists can't make up the whole community. So that's one thing we need. Um, and other things we need. I mean, just basically to unify the younger generation from the older generation. Um, so I'll leave it at that. But you know, let's keep it progressive. That's my thing.